home in East Toledo. Now,
hey Scandal Squad, welcome back to the channel, Celebrity ScandaLust. Today we are talking about this tragic story, and this is breaking news. This story is going viral. I don't know if you guys have heard about it, but it's about the little girl Keimani Latigue. She went missing last week sometime, and allegedly her dad took her, and then she was missing. They were calling it an abduction, and sadly, yesterday her body was retrieved, discovered, found. So this is some really sad news. People are talking about it all over social media. Anytime a child goes missing under these circumstances, she was a teenager as well. It's sad and it's shocking, but it's just like the fact that the father is accused. That's horrible. And the way her body was discarded and abandoned. So this story is going viral. So we're just going to talk about it. It's not going to be a long live, but just kind of catch up with some details. And as I started learning about this, I mean, I want to do a deep dive. So I'm going to do some more research on it. But it's really strange. So as I was kind of looking through the story today, like some of the, when I was listening to it yesterday, like little details about the story just didn't make sense to me. I was like, what? That doesn't make sense. And now as I get more and more into it, it's crazy. This is horrible. It's like the similar to that whole thing about the Nazaya case, the little girl with who's was living with her grandmother and the relatives, and just how people abandon children, how they're discarded and allowed to get into situations like this. But anyway, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and get into the story if you haven't heard about it. I'm going to show a couple videos, and this is sad. And so the title is Remembering 13-Year-Old Keimani Latigue, Her Death and Search for Answers, and her body has been found. So let me go ahead and play this video. Like I said, I don't know if you guys have heard about it, but as it is a breaking story and it is breaking news, it's going viral.
We continue to track breaking news right here, right now on WTOL 11+. The search for a missing 13-year-old has come to a tragic end.
the Lucas County Coroner's Office confirms police found Keimani Latigue's body inside of an abandoned home in East Toledo. Now, her dad, 33-year-old Darnell Jones.
Now, I'm going to stop it right there because I'm just going to go back. So when I first started looking at this case, the young lady is the young lady where you can see my cursor in the yellow. That is Kamani. So she looks like about 12 or 13. So just keep that in mind.
Latigue's body inside of an abandoned home in East Toledo. Now, her dad, 33-year-old Darnell Jones, who is still on the loose, is charged with murder. The investigation started after police put out an alert for Kamani.
Look how young she looks. So when they had the pictures of Kamani, like when we first started, well, when I first started hearing about it a few days ago, that was the image of the kid that I was thinking people needed to be looking for. A little girl like this. However, Kamani, yes, she is a teenager, but she's much bigger than that now. So the photos that were initially released, they didn't necessarily give you a good vision or image of the kid that was missing, which I thought was weird.
Missing on Tuesday, March 18th.
Well, right now, Toledo police are asking for
Hey, D-Dot, welcome to the chat. How you doing?
Keimani Latigue.
D-Dot, have you heard about this story? This story is crazy. I'm doing the news reports right now, but then there's a woman who kind of did a more of a deep dive and answered some questions that is so crazy.
She was last seen on the 2900 block of Elm Street, that's near Central in LaGrange. Anyone with information should call or text Crime Stoppers. That number is 419-255-1100.
Just hours after the developments Monday night, a makeshift memorial appeared outside the house. A woman who dropped off flowers didn't want to go on camera, but said that she felt the need to honor Kamani's memory and to show the city that she was loved. Keimani Latigue had not been seen alive for 6 days, and late Monday night, her father was charged with murder. Her family, friends, and community searched for any signs of her, and though the physical search has ended, The search for answers continues. The story made headlines when Toledo police made this post on social media Tuesday, March 8th.
The problem I have is that this young lady, this beautiful kid here in this picture, does not look like the girl that she is now. She looks about the actual Kamani now. She looks about 16, 15 or 16. These pictures don't represent to me.
4:03 p.m. That's when the alert for missing 13-year-old Keimani Latigue went out.
I usually get off of work at 9 o'clock. I made it home like 9:40 that morning. She wasn't here.
WTOL 11 talked with Kamani's grandma the following day. She said she saw something unusual when she came home from work and called.
Now, you guys, I hate to interrupt it, but the grandmother has now been arrested. Keep that in mind. That's the grandmother who she was staying with. She has now been arrested.
Called TPD.
There were things in the floor that should not have been. That's what caused the alarm. So I called the school to speak with her. I asked them, could I speak with her? And then they did. They contacted the principal, her teacher, and the gym teacher, and all three of those guys said that she was not there.
2 more days passed. Now 72 hours since anyone has last seen Kamani alive. Family, friends, and even strangers came out to search for her.
So let's scour throughout here.
The group spent the weekend alongside
Can you guys hit the like button? Let's get the likes up, please. Thank
Kamani's
you.
mother, looking for any signs of the 13-year-old girl.
Honestly, this is breaking me. I've been falling the apart
Now, this is Kamani's mom.
since I found out. I've legitimately been on social media since the minute I found out, spreading awareness, sending out flyers, contact information, anything to get my baby home. I have not slept in 3 days. I have not ate in 3 days.
We need all the support we can get from anybody. We don't care who it is. Please just come out and help us find my niece.
The next day, Sunday, March 23rd, a felony abduction charge filed against Darnell Jones. Jones is Kamani's dad, and court records show he was the last person with her before she went missing.
This man has been to my house several times.
Okay, now you guys pay attention to what the granny is saying. That was the biological father, allegedly. It's just weird, but listen to the grandmother.
He usually takes her for weekends to his house to visit with him and his other children. And I feel deceived. Like, you played for so long in my face, like you was her dad, like you really had her best interest at heart. But where is she?
If my baby don't make it home, I will never be okay again. And I hate to say that because I have other kids.
That fear became reality when police pulled a body from a home on Miami Street in East Toledo. A body Kamani's grandmother says is the missing 13-year-old girl.
Wow.
And of course, that being confirmed by the coroner and Toledo police today. Kamani's father,
Y'all, please hit the like button. Let's get the likes up, you guys. Please hit the like button.
33-year-old Darnell Jones, reportedly telling police that he saw his daughter late Sunday night. He claims she called and said she was afraid someone was trying to break into their house. Jones and a cousin allegedly stayed with her for about an hour and left around 12:30 in the morning.
Now, that doesn't make sense to me. If she calls you and tells you she's afraid, why would you leave her alone at 1 or 2 in the morning? It's like either you would stay there until the next adult arrives, or you would take her with you, which sounds like he took her anyway. Thank you guys for hitting the like
Initially charged
button.
with abduction, late Monday night, police announced a new charge, murder, with no court date set as of yet, and no update on where he might be.
On Friday, March 21st, family, friends, and community members organized a search party in North Toledo. That's where Kamani went missing. Her mother traveled from Cleveland to join in. She expressed her distress over her daughter's disappearance and told Chase Bachman she hadn't slept or really eaten since hearing the news.
People in North Toledo spent the afternoon and evening looking for Keimani Latigue. She's 13 years old and has been missing since early Tuesday. WTOL 11 spoke with Kamani's mom, Tiara Caston, who lives in Cleveland. She says she just got to Toledo Friday to help with the search. The last few days for her have been a nightmare.
I have never had a seizure before in my life, sir, and I've had 3 within the past
I know this is heartbreaking. I can't imagine. I mean, I don't want to imagine what it feels like for a mother or a parent to not be able to find your child.
couple days. This is tearing me up. If my baby don't make it home, I will never be okay again. And I hate to say that because I have other kids.
Family and friends say Kamani isn't the type of girl to get into trouble. They aren't sure why she would go missing or if she was taken, why somebody would want to hurt her.
And we need all the support we can get from anybody. We don't care who it is. Please just come out and help us find my niece.
Tiara says the last few days have taken an emotional toll on her, and all she wants is to see her daughter home
This is
safe.
sad.
It would be the world to me. Like this, I hate to, I don't like cursing, but honestly, this is breaking me. I've been falling the apart since I found out. I've legitimately been on social media since the minute I found out, spreading awareness, sending out flyers, contact information, anything to get my baby home. I have not slept in 3 days. I have not ate in 3 days.
If you have any information that could lead to Kamani's whereabouts, you're
Kamani does not currently look like this. I mean, this is what's so puzzling. This, oh my goodness.
asked to call Toledo police or Crime Stoppers. Reporting in North Toledo, Chase Bachman, WTOL 11.
And once again, unfortunately, the search has come to a tragic end. It was Sunday, March 23rd, when a felony abduction charge was filed against Darnell Jones. Jones is again Kamani's dad, and again has now been charged with murder. Court records show.
So they found the body, but he is still missing, and he is being charged with murder. You guys, let's get the likes up. Please hit that like button, y'all.
An open warrant for his arrest. The affidavit alleges that Jones was the last person with Kamani before she went missing. And it shows he provided inconsistent statements regarding what he was doing and where his daughter was. Phone records, surveillance footage, and witness statements contributed to those charges. Here's a look at reporting by WTOL 11's Sophia Pericone and Silver Barker as those developments unfolded.
We continue now with breaking news. The father of a missing teenage girl is being charged with third-degree felony abduction. 13-year-old Keimani Latigue has been missing since last week. Police say she was last seen on...
The problem I had is the picture that they keep showing of this little girl. It looks like she's about 9 or 10 here, but apparently she was much taller and looked different. I don't know why they weren't giving us a more updated picture. Y'all, please hit the like button. Come on, let's get those likes up. There's almost 100 people in here. Let's get the likes up.
On March 18th. Silver Barker joins us live from the safety building with the latest. Silver.
Sophia, court records show that there is an arrest warrant out for Kamani's dad, 33-year-old Darnell Jones. Toledo police did confirm with us earlier this morning that this is in relation to her disappearance. Here's a picture of Kamani right there on your screen, Keimani Latigue. Again, police say she's been missing since Tuesday. Police tell us Jones, who also uses the last name Ogletree, is the biological father of Kamani. According to court documents, he's wanted for abduction removed from place found. The report also mentions Jones was the last person with Kamani before she went missing. It also lists that Jones gave officers inconsistent statements about his activity with Kamani and their whereabouts. Now, the report also mentions communication records and surveillance video. We've helped the detective get to this point. Reached out to TPD for further information regarding that. We'll continue to keep you guys updated as we learn more today. Reporting live in Toledo, Silver Barker, WTOL 11.
It was just after 3 Monday when police pulled a body from the home on Miami Street in East Toledo.
Look at that house.
That house is at 1101, the corner of Miami and Wilmot, almost directly behind the Glass City Riverwall, and less than 4 miles from where Kamani was last seen alive at her home in the 2900 block of Elm Street. The house where she was found in East Toledo was boarded up and had been...
Yeah, D-Dot, that's what at first I was wondering, did they put her body in there and burn the house up? But apparently that house has been abandoned for some time. And the last time it had been set on fire was in July of last year. So it's probably a place where squatters leave, you know, things that they know about it. Y'all, let's hit the like button. This is sad. Oh, my gosh.
At least 2 times in the past few years. The most recent, July 14th, 2022. Just a few months ago before that, in May of 2022.
Within moments of the discovery, WTOL 11 was live online and on WTOL 11 Plus. Our team provided updates as they happened from outside that home in East Toledo. Sophia Pericone and Silver Barker, they kept us informed as the situation developed right before our eyes.
Welcome to WTOL 11 Plus. We have breaking news we want to alert you to right now. The family of a missing teenage girl tell WTOL 11 police have found her body. TPD confirming to us this afternoon a body has been found, but they aren't sharing the identity at this time. Our Silver Barker joins us live from where police are searching. Silver, what can you tell us?
Right now we're here on the scenes where a body has been found in the house behind me on Miami Street. Toledo police tell us it is in relation to 13-year-old Keimani Latigue, who's been missing since...
Now, you guys, what I would wonder is how would they even think to go search that house? Like, maybe there was a tip given or something, but that's weird. Like, how would they even know? Y'all, let's get the likes up. Please get the likes up.
18th. Now, police have not yet confirmed with us whether the body is the little girl, but family members we talked to earlier have told us it is. Lots of Kamani's family and people have shown up from the community. We heard from Kamani's mother, Tiara Caston, who says she hasn't been told anything. Now, right now, there is an arrest warrant out for Kamani's father, Darnell Jones. He is wanted for a third-degree felony of abduction in relation to Kamani. At this time, police have not given us any updates besides what was previously reported.
I just want to know if it's my baby. They still not telling me nothing. It takes nothing. It's nothing to take a picture. It's nothing to, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, welcome, Vidal Middlebrooks. Yeah, it's probably a place where, you know, known squatters and people go. It's just sad or sick, man. It's sad. Thank you for joining. Please hit the like button.
You know, when the coroner's bringing her out so I can see if that's indeed my baby. Y'all not saying nothing. And y'all can tell if it's a grown woman or if it's a little kid. My daughter tall, but she still has the body of a child.
And I could understand the mother being so mad. Hey, Eric E., welcome to the chat. Welcome. Hit that like button when you come in. Shout out to Eric E. You guys, I understand the mother's pain, but when you have a person in your family that has been unalived, and you know we got to say unalived, it's like they have to keep certain details, because if you start talking, you give the person who did it, you give them evidence that the police want to get from them. So I understand her pain. It's like, oh my God, is that my baby? Is that my baby? But I understand the police have to be thorough in what they're doing.
You know the difference. They're not telling me nothing. They ain't told me nothing.
Hey, Nia, welcome in. Welcome to the chat.
Then they talking about it might be days before I be able to identify my child. Like, no.
Man, that's heartbreaking. Oh my gosh. Whew.
Now, this is an ongoing investigation. We'll continue to be here live at the scenes, and we'll continue to try and give you guys updates as we can. Reporting live in Toledo, Silver Barker, WTOL 11.
Yeah, D-Dot. I mean, I can't imagine. The mother says she's never had seizures in her life. For 3 days, she started having seizures after this. It's like the stress of it, the unknown. Like, I mean, how do you go on?
All right, Silver, thank you so much. And again, if you are just joining us, family members of 13-year-old Keimani Latigue tell us her body has been found, but we are still waiting to hear more from Toledo police to confirm the identity of a body that was found. Court records show there's an arrest warrant out for Kamani's dad, 33-year-old Darnell Jones.
And that's the part that's disgusting. They think that her dad did something. What the hell did you do to your own child? LB Symphony, welcome to the chat. Welcome. Hit the like button as you guys come in. This is sad. This is sick, man.
That warrant is related to Kamani's disappearance. Police say Jones, who also uses the last name Ogletree, is Kamani's biological father. According to court documents, he's wanted for abduction. The report also mentions he was the last person with Kamani before she went missing last week. It also lists that Jones gave officers inconsistent statements about his activity with Kamani and their whereabouts.
Sophia Pericone and Silver
Toledo, Ohio.
Barker there as we continue to learn.
Hey, Brian, welcome to the chat. Welcome
new
in.
Information. One of the questions we're seeing asked a lot on social media is why there wasn't an Amber Alert issued in this case. Kaylee joining me once again here in studio. There are very specific requirements, we understand, before that system can be triggered.
Jeff, we've all heard those Amber Alerts go off, or maybe we've seen them on our phones. Amber Alerts are definitely a good way to get people's attention.
Hey, Chauncey, welcome in. I know, listen, y'all, not to bring this about myself, but my family went through something like this too. So these things are always triggering, and I understand. It's
Here's
sad.
what it takes to issue one. 4 pieces of criteria must be met. First, law enforcement has to confirm the child is younger than 18 years old.
Dida, what you mean, not mine? Your heart don't go out to the family. What are you saying?
Be a credible threat of immediate danger, serious bodily harm, or death to the child. Police need to have...
Mario, hold on. I'm glad you said that, because I'm going to play a video after this. And this shit, I'm going to say a bad word, y'all, sorry. Yeah, it's crazy. When I first started listening to this, first of all, this picture doesn't represent what she even currently looked like when she went missing. It's a lot of stuff that is crazy with this. Y'all, we're going to get to it, so just stay tuned. Stay tuned. D-Dot said they talking about Amber Alert. Never. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, no. I don't think they filed it
about the child,
when they should have.
The suspect, or the circumstances surrounding the abduction, and believe that an alert will help the child be found. Finally, investigators need to determine the child did not run away or was not taken as a result of a family abduction unless, again, the investigation determines the child is in immediate danger of serious bodily harm or death.
As we've seen over the last week, this is a story that has...
D-Dot, trust me, wait till we get to the next video. It's going to sound just like that Naziah case. The people around her, oh my God.
It's touched a number of people in the community. Tonight, there are a number of heavy hearts. Videos posted to social media Monday appeared to show Toledo police taking Kamani's grandmother, Dorothy Latigue, away from her house.
The grandmother has been arrested now, y'all. The grandmother. So that tells you it's some sinister-ish going on. The grandmother is the lady that we saw at the beginning, the older lady talking about how he came to her house and all of this stuff. The grandmother has been arrested. We don't know what or why, but y'all, this is crazy.
In handcuffs. WTOL 11 has reached out repeatedly to TPD for clarification.
And now this is what pisses me off. Y'all see the girl in the background. Now that is a picture of what Kamani looks like more recently. Why weren't they showing that picture? They were showing a picture of her that looks like she was about 8 or 9. So that was throwing people off too. Very weird, very weird. Let's see what Eric says. How do they determine who and when to set? Yeah, I thought Amber Alerts go out. I didn't know if they go out nationally, because when we get them locally, it's only for like kids in California. So I don't know.
But as of Monday night, we have yet to hear back. A family member said...
Do y'all see the difference in this picture of the little girl in the yellow versus that young lady in the back? We should have had more pictures of representing what she looks like now. So it makes it seem like people were trying to throw us off. Y'all hit the like button. Let's get the likes up.
Dorothy was arrested, but she did not have any information on the charges. Well, Toledo Mayor Wade Kapsakavage could not give specifics.
Exactly, D-Dot, right?
We did ask him about the investigation.
It's hard to put into words just how terrible an event this is. Obviously, for the family and friends most directly affected, but really even for the whole community. I mean, for several days now, a lot of people have rolled up their sleeves and, have...
If I was in her community, I would have been looking for a little girl like this, not the taller, a little bit more mature looking girl. That threw me off.
Been a part of search efforts and been a part of, trying to find answers to what's going on, and to realize now that all along...
That looks like a different person. I'm sorry.
It looks like there were folks inside that family who...
Thank you. A big difference, Eric. A big difference.
A sense of betrayal to the community, really. I mean, nothing's more important than the young girl and the loss of life and what that means to her loved ones. But the community really rallied behind that family and for her to try to have a happy outcome here, and to know that...
And I'm not trying to be funny, but I don't like the way this guy is responding to the answers. There's not enough passion for me, but that's just me.
All along, there were folks inside that family that looks like knew that this wasn't going to end well. It's just, I mean, that's more dishonesty, I think, than a lot of people wrap their brains around. So it's a heartbreaking day. Look, I'm not a prosecutor. I'm not a judge.
Brian Stillman, hey Brian, welcome to the chat. How the F they can't tell if it's an 11-year-old they found in that building. I know, or an adult. They knew, but I guess they have to do their due diligence, and you know how it is with the bureaucracy and all that stuff. Who sent that's Mario? That's what I want to know too. How would they just even think to go to an abandoned house? But like this guy is saying, the family members knew something was going to end bad. So it's a lot of stuff. Y'all got to wait till the next video.
And I want the process to play itself out fairly, and make sure everyone gets their day in court. But whomever was responsible for this, I hope they throw the book at them.
It's a message
That's
that
the
so many
mother
people
again.
across Toledo are
That's
feeling
the
tonight,
mom.
and a message heard loud and clear from Kamani's.
Now, y'all don't want to make assumptions. Let's get the likes up, please. Can we get the likes up? I don't want to make assumptions, but why was Kamani living with the grandmother, or was she just visiting and she wasn't with her mom? So, but I feel like she was living with the grandmother because the grandma says he would come and pick her up. So I don't know what's going on. Why wasn't your baby with you, Mom?
Here's WTOL 11's live team coverage from the news.
D-Dot, they have not released how she was unalived at this point. Because they probably want to keep that. So when they get the unaliver, they can kind of catch him in lies or whatever. Brian Stillman says probably someone who uses that house to get high. Oh, whomever bought the little girl there messed up. Someone's chill. Yeah. You might that makes sense because I was wondering how would they even think if a body was there, but yeah, you're probably right. A squatter came and was like, damn, and called. Yep.
Next Monday, March 24th.
My daughter, there's no reason my daughter would ever be.
Hold on, you guys.
Toledo are feeling tonight, and a message heard loud and clear from Kamani's family. Here's WTOL 11's live team coverage.
Home, praying for the best, but of course always prepared for the worst.
That was the family of 13-year-old Keimani Latigue. She's been missing for several days now. Earlier today, Toledo police discovered a body inside of a home on Miami Street in East Toledo. Police have yet to confirm it was her body, but according to the girl's grandmother, Keimani Latigue's body was found. Jeff?
As we continue to track this story throughout the day, WTOL 11 has also learned that the father of Kamani has been charged. His name is Darnell Jones. An arrest warrant has been issued for his arrest. Tonight, we have got live team coverage on this breaking news story. Silver Barker and Michael Sandlin have been looking into this story all day long. Silver joins us live from the home on Miami Street where that body was found. And Michael is looking into the case surrounding Kamani's dad. But we'll get to Silver first. Silver?
And just so you guys know, please hit the like button. Let's get the likes up. The dad has a history of abuse and stuff against minors and stuff too. So he has a pretty sketchy past as well.
Right here on Miami Street, there were a lot of people here earlier today trying to figure out what is happening as they were hearing the news that we were hearing of a body being found in this home. By the way, we know it's burned, but however, police tell us that it was burned before the body was found there, or was before this incident. We were here as well, of course, here on the scene earlier today waiting for information. We're still waiting for some information now. Now, while we have not been able to confirm with police whether this was Kamani's body, it was taken out of the house and sent to the coroners. Kamani's mother, Tiara Caston, who was here on the scene also, was either shown something by police or had a conversation which we believe was to confirm whether the body was her daughter's. Moments after the conversation or whatever was shown from police, we then see Caston drop to her knees crying. But as mentioned earlier, we have not been able to confirm whether this was Kamani they found. We spoke to a cousin of Kamani's prior to police.
I mean, that was confirmation enough. Just the mother, whatever, they probably showed her some clothing or something, and her dropping to her knees, falling out because she had wanted answers. That was confirmation enough for a lot of people that, yes, the body had been found, and now they have confirmed it.
The body, and she tells us this.
I don't want to go to assumptions, but at this point, I feel like we're looking for a body and not a teenage little girl anymore.
Now, we do know that this is still an ongoing investigation, so there are more parts we're waiting to figure out and find out, which of course we will keep you guys updated as we learn more. Reporting live in East Toledo, Silver Barker, WTOL 11.
Our team coverage continues. The one person wanted for Kamani's abduction is her father, Darnell Jones. And according to police records, he was last seen taking Kamani from her guardian's home without consent, possibly making him the last person to have seen her alive. Michael Sandlin, he's got more on the charges surrounding Jones, his background as well. Michael, how is Kamani's family?
Okay, you guys, let's listen to the dad's background. And why was he able to have access to this girl? And where was the grandmother at, I believe at midnight? Why was this girl home alone?
To the news of Jones's possible involvement.
Jeff, we caught up with Kamani's grandmother, Dorothy Latigue, and she says the feeling right now is betrayal. Now, we did some digging into Jones's past, and he does have quite the record. Now, looking back, we can see that he had previous charges for domestic violence, specifically an endangering children charge back in 2021. However, those charges were dismissed. He also had a felonious assault charge from 2017 that resulted in the victim being seriously harmed, and he was.
Do you see this man's record? I mean, my goodness. Look, do you see this rap sheet? It's like an Excel spreadsheet with about 100 entries on it. This is crazy.
That one. Kamani's grandmother says this feels like a betrayal because despite his record, she truly thought Jones had stepped up to be a father for her, despite not even being her biological dad.
It was told to me that he was her biological father. However,
now this is the part that's weird to me. You're the grandmother and you're saying it was told to you that he was her biological. Don't you know? Like, y'all, now y'all got to jump in the comments because maybe I'm a little slow. That threw me off. What do you mean it was told to you? Are you the biological grandmother? What the hell is going on?
Biological mother has told me on several occasions that he is not.
Okay, we
not
gonna
even being
rewind that because it's not making sense.
It was told to me that he was her biological father. However, her biological mother has told me on several occasions that he is not. So I don't know what to believe, but I know that he was present. He's been more present than the biological mom. And I feel deceived. Like you played for so long in my face, like you was her dad, like you really had her best interests at heart.
So now I'm just totally lost. So I don't know if this is a biological grandmother, but this is the woman she was living with. This is the woman who has since been arrested. There are reports from online, you know, the news reports are saying that the guy, Jones, that he is the biological father. So this is very confusing. And why wasn't she living with her mother, y'all?
Is she?
However, it's very important to note that we caught up with Kamani's mother earlier today, and she says that the grandmother is telling a completely different story from the truth. So we're going to continue digging into the details, and we'll bring you the latest as soon as we can. But for now, reporting in downtown Toledo, I'm Michael Sandlin for WTOL 11.
Also, late on Monday night, a vigil gathered at the site of where the body was found. More on that throughout the day here on WTOL 11+. Family, friends, and loved ones came together, as we said, to remember the life that was left behind.
And again, since our 6 p.m. newscast, we did speak with the Lucas County Coroner's Office. An investigator there confirmed the identity of the body brought in from that East Toledo home today as 13-year-old Keimani Latigue. And
you can continue to track the latest developments in this ongoing investigation right here on WTOL 11+, or you can follow us simply on social media.
You can check out our WTOL 11.
Okay, so that's it. Okay, you guys. So it's just so many unanswered questions. And the other thing is that it sounds like, so the mother is saying the grandmother's lying. The grandmother is saying that he's not the biological father. It sounds like people are lying to cover their asses. I mean, that's what it sounds like to me. So that's why I feel like this girl was not going to get justice. But now here's where we're going to get into somebody giving us some more details, because this lady did a deep dive. Please, you guys, go follow. Hold on. Lost in a House of Lies, the tragic disappearance of Kamani. So you guys go follow her channel, because I can't play the entire video, but she gives some good information. I knew something was off here. I knew something was off. But y'all, let's get the likes up. But I knew something was off. But let's get into this video. Let's get into this video because this is crazy. Okay.
Okay, y'all. This case is very, very hot right now because of what is happening and its similarities to the Naziah Harris case. And this baby deserves her own attention, and we're going to definitely give her that. I want to give you some background on the strange thing about the Keimani Latigue case, okay? And in March of 2025, Keimani Latigue, a 13-year-old from Toledo, Ohio, was reported missing, leading to a tragic event in a series of...
Now, do y'all see the difference in what she looks like now when she went missing versus those pictures that they were showing us when she looked like she was about 8 or 9? Damn.
Don't make any sense. Then I want to pause right quick because she was reported officially missing on March 18th. But a little while before that, her father, Darnell Jones, and his cousin allegedly went to see about Keimani, who was staying with her grandmother and allegedly just their dog at the house. Now, he went there because allegedly Keimani was saying that she was concerned. She felt like somebody was out to get her. The story is all over the place.
So that sounds like a big ass lie. So she called him for protection because she felt somebody was coming to get her. Then she ends up missing after he goes over there to protect her. Sir, you're lying.
Fear for some reason. So he allegedly went on Sunday. So he told the people that he last seen his daughter on Sunday. The grandmother, okay, told people that she last saw her granddaughter on Monday. But her friend said, what are you talking about? Keimani's friends. We saw her at school on Monday. So then the date became March.
Uh-oh, here we go. See the shenanigans? Y'all lying. You hear it. He last saw her on Sunday. She saw her on Monday. But now the friends are like saying, wait a minute. No, she was at... See, this is lies.
Okay, so that's when I say this is all over the place. It's all over the place, which is why we're going to be hearing much more about this. Okay, just so you know, this is Keimani Latigue. This is the picture that was pretty much circulating around.
Yeah, D-Dot, I hear the lies too. Crazy.
Okay, so now that we caught up, we know that Keimani was officially reported missing on March 18th, okay? Now, Keimani was last seen, like I said, at her home.
Hey, y'all. Lulu entered the chat. Welcome to the chat, my co-host. You guys go follow Lulu's Divine Flow on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. Eric E. says, they don't say too much when it's a teenager, meaning police. Oh, really? And D-Dot says, hey, Lulu, are y'all seeing that the mother, the grandmother, and the father are lying?
With her grandmother. And her grandmother said that when she came home, that the residence was in complete disarray. The front door was unlocked. There was a strong smell of gas on the stove, and Keimani's essential belongings, including her glasses and her underclothes, were left behind. So it looked like something she may have been S8 or something like that.
Oh.
The glasses was very important because, number one, she could not see without her glasses. So,
yeah, right. What's the gas for? This is weird.
For her not to have her glasses, this was a big deal.
Hey, Lounge, welcome to the chat. Thanks for joining.
Her items being thrown all over the place looked like it could have been foul play. And her keys, since Keimani was a latchkey kid, was also important because she was, by all accounts, very responsible. She would not have just left her things there except something was wrong, okay? Now, family members and authorities initiated a search for Keimani. People wanted to find out what was going on. And listen, folks is not playing anymore. If you look at social media, folks are not playing anymore with these little girls. And the 13 seems to be the number where we're going to have to really grab these babies really closely because it seems like that's the number that everything is happening. So
this is very similar to the Naziah Harris case. I think that's why people are so pissed. And also because the grandmother and the father, what were y'all doing? What's going on? And also the mother, why wasn't your baby with you?
Well, family members. Her mother, who was not living with her, came in town to chip in and help out and try to find out what was going on. She was posting TikToks like it was all over the place. Now, her father, Darnell Jones, 33, was identified as a person of interest because he said that he last saw her and was wanted on child abduction charges related to her disappearance. Because remember, he said he seen her on that Sunday, but now they're saying the 18th. So, okay, dates can get messed up, I guess, right? But
Yeah, no, dates don't get messed up when you're talking about your kid that you have not seen. I don't give a damn. No, dates do not get messed up. You might forget the day you went to work. You might forget when you got your car washed or your car service, but you do not forget the last time you laid eyes on your teenager. No.
24th, today, acting on the tip, police discovered a body in a burnt out, unoccupied home in East Toledo.
And shout out to the lounge. You guys, please don't forget to go follow the lounge on YouTube, and also her husband, Jamil Peterson, Mr. I Am Comedy. You guys go follow them. Great content.
While the body was initially unidentified, Keimani's grandmother confirmed that it was her. So this case is very much still developing. By the time I post this video, something else may be happening, okay? So that's why it's not going to be long. I'm going to end up having to come back on this. But there's some really strange things that I want to share with y'all, which is why I'm talking about it.
Now, she's going to get into some of the details that I kind of found were crazy. D-Dot says you're supposed to keep your kids as... Thank you. I mean, hell, even grown kids, we be micromanaging and being like helicopter parents, right? A teenager? Why was this little girl at home alone at midnight? And the man comes over, allegedly, and then you still leave her if she's scared? That none of this makes sense.
As of now, Darnell Jones remains unaccounted for. He could be accounted for by the time of this. I know people like, they got him. I'm getting this to you guys right now. So anything could happen between now and then. And the investigation for Keimani.
Right, D-Dot, at night, 2 a.m, she calling. And I think they know this man is lying. Because, well, they could probably check phone records. I mean, they could probably see any surveillance in the neighborhood, what time you came and left. That's why these criminals are stupid.
Information, they asking for information, okay? But I want to talk more about the story. You know my channel, and if you're interested in what I'm about to say, please subscribe. And I'm interested in the psychological aspects because I want to know why these kind of things continue to happen. I've spent my career creating monsters for a living. And this is one of the books. Here is another one. So I want to know what and why this is continuing to happen. And so when I did research, I found out a lot about the mother, Keimani's mother, and the grandmother. Okay.
Now, see, that's what I want to know. First of all, the grandmother, is that the biological grandmother? And the fact that the grandmother is saying, I thought he was the biological dad. He's not. This is all weird. D-Dot says these people are irresponsible. Shame on. Same thing in the Naziah Harris. Like, y'all don't even need a damn cat.
Okay, so Keimani lived with the grandmother since she was a baby.
Oh.
Allegedly, when the mother was giving birth.
Yes, Eric, I appreciate that. Hit that like button, y'all. Let's get the likes up.
Keimani's grandmother came in and said she's not fit for any number of reasons. The reasons continue to change. This case, when I tell y'all, it's going. When stuff hit the fan, it's about to really hit the fan. Because even though the little girl is allegedly no longer here, you have to now make sure you get the right person. But she allegedly said that she was not fit to be the mother, and so she came and decided with her face that she was going to come and then do something about it with her whole face, that this is what she was going to do, okay? And we see where that ended up. And so now this woman is coming in and trying to find out what's going on. She has other kids, but she's trying to find out what's going on with her daughter. So the grandmother took possession of Keimani since she was a baby. She's had her that long, right? Okay, things happen, whatever. But a lot of other weird things started happening in this case. Prior to Keimani officially
Okay, y'all, this is where it starts to get crazy.
Unofficial, they haven't really confirmed it. Could change by now. They may say, absolutely, it is her in that abandoned house. But the grandmother, went under the pressure, decided to post text messages to prove that, hey, it's not me. Somebody has taken her, Keimani, and is asking for money. And I want to go over the.
Okay, so I'm going to pause it right there. Now, this is where I was like, what? So apparently, the grandmother remembers. So now the father's story is a little shaky. The granny don't know the last time she sees her. Her friends call her out like, ma'am, you're lying. And the grandmother posts messages. And now remember, the grandmother comes out saying, I thought he was the biological dad. I don't know. So y'all, this is just weird. So let's look at these messages. I'm going to keep them up on the screen because I don't know if she's going to read them. But I'm going to go over them real quick with you guys. It says, I'm here. Now, this is what the granny posted. I'm here. This is about business. If you respect my amount, I will return it to you right now. What? That's right. Here, I'm asking for the amount of $4,000. That's the business you can have with me. So tell me if you are interested in reaching an agreement with me, or I will take her to the border. This is crazy. Send me a picture of her unharmed. You have my amount so we can fix it. You have my amount so we can fix it. How do we know you have her? Send us a picture unharmed and we can discuss 4,000. This is some BS. I'm sorry, you guys. Please hit that like button. This is some bullish. Kamani is fine. Give me your location. I need to talk to her, please. Who is in charge of the situation? First of all, I don't see a back and forth. You know, with text messages, it'll be a bubble here. It like goes back and forth so you can see who's sending. This is weird. Who is in charge of the situation to agree and meet in public place to give it to him? I am. Meet where? Like, why is it the police doing all of this stuff? Look here, what happened? Look here, what happened is that my people picked it up. What I'm looking for is to return it to you. As long as you don't involve the police in this, okay. Can you meet at McDonald's on Cherry Street? How long does it take to get there? You have my word. You can meet me at McDonald's. Then I won't contact the police. See, this doesn't make sense, you guys. Why is this kind of exchange going on for a missing kid? And now y'all giving conflicting details. What the F really happened? Were you all trying to traffic this young girl?
That's just because they're very ridiculous. They may be out of order, but it doesn't matter. You're going to get the gist of what I'm saying quick. This is what this woman posted, the grandmother. I'm here. It's supposed to be from.
Hey, Terry, welcome to the chat. Make sure y'all hit the like button on your way in. And thank you for joining, Terry.
The alleged abductor and Keimani's grandmother. I'm here. This is about business. If you respect my amount, I will return it to you right now. What? They're supposed to be somebody, right? That's right. Here I'm asking for the amount of $4,000. That's the business you can have with me. So tell me if you are interested in reaching an agreement with me, or I will take her to the border.
What?
And then send me the picture of her unharmed. Y'all see what's going on? She thinks we're 5 years old.
This the granny.
Everybody knows that when you are on a text thread, that when you text somebody, yours is going to be one color and that person is.
That's what I said. It's like she's making up these, she's doing first, second person. She texting herself. It's not a back and forth exchange. Every text message on any phone, I don't care what it is, it's a person who comes in in and out. The Shrimp G Show live from Chirac. Too many little girls are coming up missing out. Man, who are you telling, y'all? You're not lying about that. You're absolutely right.
Depending upon your mobile. If you are with or your device, if you have an iPhone, it's going to be blue and white. If you green, if you got an Android, I'm not really sure what the droids are into, but y'all know.
Yeah.
I believe it's green and white. So look at this thread. Take a picture, look at it.
She's lying. That lady did.
Automatically. In addition to some other questionable things that are happening in this house, people are gathering suspicion. And all of this is alleged, but it's apparently out there that the grandmother has a dark past. Again, all alleged. That things have happened in that house that probably should not be happening in this house.
Oh my God.
Right? For instance, one of the cousins, it was alleged that one of the cousins went over to the house and used the bathroom. And when they went there, they heard voices. What? This is important because the grandmother was on record telling people that the only people that lived in that house was her granddaughter. Okay?
Oh, damn, you guys. This is getting darker than I even suspected. Did the grandmother try to traffic her Lord, oh my God. Y'all hit the like button, please. Oh my goodness.
And the dog. You see she got dog hair all over her. So I believe a dog is definitely in play. So if the cousin went over there and allegedly heard noises, who else is living there? She could have been visiting, but what she heard was that's enough, stop, that's enough, don't do it no more, that's enough.
What?
Something of that nature.
Oh
okay, indicating that something is going on in this house. And I believe I have a picture of the house. Dang it, I probably don't have it. She was standing in front of her house. If I do have it, I'm gonna try to put it down here. But the house that she was living in. So something is going on with this grandmother, right? Who are you living alone or you're not living alone? Also, it is on record with this case that this man may not even be Keimani's biological father. 1 minute the grandmother said he's not.
You guys, that's what I was seeing. Y'all don't know if this man is her real daddy or not? That's crazy. What kind of adults have a child in their custody and you don't even know all of the particulars? This is nuts, y'all.
Next minute they're saying that he is. Is he? More things will be revealed.
Now, I'm going to just tell y'all, I know this is ghetto, but based on what Kamani looked like from a younger girl and looking at both of those parents, I feel like maybe one of the parents may be not, I don't feel that's probably the real bio dad. I could be wrong, but she gave me she could be biracial or something. Eric says, hit that like button. Lulu says, where's the mother? Lulu, the mother, she didn't live with the mother. That's another thing. The mother has other children. It sounds like the grandmother said that the mother was unfit and took the little girl from the mother when she was a baby. So apparently she's always been in the custody of her mother. Dida says this little girl she was set up. So now I don't feel like the father just went over there willy-nilly. I feel like him and the grandmother, like they knew something. I feel like they was all doing it together. You know, yeah.
This case is so strange because it appears that there are two people that are at play for various reasons. Number one, the father and the grandmother who's sending out god-awful text messages
to herself,
lying, and has dog hair all over her coat. Okay? So...
Oh, you guys, so that's probably why she was arrested. FBI, they know forensics. They're going to be able to see if those emails, those text messages came in from a different mobile device. So that's probably because everybody was saying, well, why was she arrested? We didn't understand. This alone is enough for me to think that, yeah, you're going to be arrested. And wait a minute, but did she do something to the girl and the dad really did? Y'all, oh my goodness. I'm getting confused now. Let's keep going.
All of this is happening. All of this is going on. People were looking for her prior to her, Keimani, being.
D-Dot, the texts are totally suspect. We know that she done fabricated all them damn text messages and probably didn't even think it through because it's not even a good lie, right? It don't even make sense. You know what I'm saying? And they're going to be able to bust her because when they take her cell phone and they look at where did those messages come from, that's why she probably was arrested. Everybody was saying, well, why would they arrest the granny? Because it is.
Found today. These are the pictures that were circulating. This is the picture of one of the pictures that was circulating of her. This is another picture, but that was towards the end. But very youthful looking. This is what Keimani actually looks like. It's the grandmother.
Okay, you guys, didn't I say that? That little girl that they kept showing us didn't look nothing like this young lady right here. That would throw anybody off. Because if you're looking for a kid, like just say if you don't know her, you're going to be looking for a little tiny, like an 8-year-old, whatever. This looks like a taller teenager. Why wouldn't they give us the most current pictures? Anytime people go missing, they say, give us the most current picture. That's crazy right there.
A lot of other people were circulating.
I'm going to rewind, pull it back a little bit. Eric says police know where the messages came from. They are blocked out to the person not new to respond. Yeah,
it's the grandmother.
Will Berry Jr. says about 25.
The other pictures. Nothing about those pictures, specifically the one when she had on it was in the TikTok thing,
She don't even
would lead me to believe that was her. If I saw,
do y'all see these pictures here? This girl don't look nothing like that little girl that they have posted all over. You wouldn't see. That's the thing. The pictures that they showed us, this young lady right here, if we even saw her, we wouldn't even think about it. It'd be like, oh, whatever. Like, say if somebody had her, if she was abducted, yeah, she looks different. The hair, everything. She looks like a teenager. The other little girl looks like a preteen, right? So we would have never paid attention. It's like, oh, whatever. Like, if you were to see her, how could we help if we aren't looking for the right person? They did that on purpose.
young baby out in the street, it's the grandmother and a lot of other people were circulating the other pictures. Nothing about those pictures, specifically the one when she had on it was in the TikTok thing, would lead me to believe that was her. If I saw this young baby out in the street and I'm looking for her, but I have the TikTok picture and I have the pictures when she looked like a child, I'm gonna walk right past this person.
She does.
So it's almost as if
it looks like a different person.
They don't want us to find her. I mean, you could tell in the face that it's her. But why the lies? This case is very controversial and it's pissing a lot of people off because once again, people who are in positions to take care of these children are letting them down.
Yeah.
The difference I'm hearing now is that the city put a lot of pressure. There were a lot of people, and it's actually, I believe I have a video, they wanted to stomp. I don't condone violence at all because it's whatever, but they wanted to stomp a hole into Dorothy. This is Dorothy right here.
Oh, that's the granny.
And they wanted to stomp a hole into her because of the lies. I can't even play all. Listen to the people that was there when they found out that Keimani's body was there.
Listen, the granny she should be a suspect too.
And look, that's her and the grandmother in the purple coat. Like, people are heated because they're sick and tired of these young girls going missing. It's still developing. But we know something is off.
Y'all, so they wanted to, so basically what she's saying, Dida, she was arrested, so she's going to be totally interrogated if she don't stay behind bars. So this story is a development story. I'm going to stay on top of it. I want to also come back for you guys and do some Shanquilla Robinson because there have been some updates in that case as well. But this is really sad. I mean, you know, they found the body, but now we got to figure out who did what, why. Sounds to me like the grandmother and maybe the dad, like there was some trafficking type of stuff going on, but the grandmother may be the actual culprit. We don't know. Maybe he picked her up and stayed, like he said, and went back. This is crazy, but y'all, I'm gonna stay on top of it. Thank you for joining the chat, and I'll see you on the next video, and y'all have a blessed day. Bye.